Yo, 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 yo. What is happening? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shit.
Oh
No, I'm
no,
not. No,
you
I'm not.
shit, mate.
No, I'm
Is
not
it this
actually.
weather?
Well,
Is it this jeffing weather?
I'm,
It is. I don't know if the weather knows this, but we are into May. It is the 3rd of May.
do you know what as well? I'm getting
What as
on.
well?
What as well is I'm getting on my own tits because all I seem to do is think / talk / get annoyed about the weather.
Well, this is actually a very interesting topic
What the weather?
because
Mm.
I was chatting to my good friend Solly.
Yes,
Solly.
Solly.
Hang on. Mum is cleaning the house and she's asking me a question. No, don't wash those. They were only washed a couple of days ago. Don't wash any of that stuff. Okay, thank you.
Please, Margaret, just go away now and do your chores. Thank you.
I was talking to my good friend Solly.
Solly, yes.
And she was saying that she is obsessed with the weather.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh my god, you and Solly are the same person. If I hadn't have seen you in the same room at the same time, I would have been like, are
Hang
you
on.
actually the same people?
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm annoying myself because
Well, she on her Apple Watch, she has the weather on the clock face.
Oh no,
it shows her what it's going to be now and what it's going to be in like the next 10-15 minutes.
That's a step too far.
She actually said to me when I chatted to her about it, Ruth, honestly, I think I'm totally obsessed with the weather.
Well, I mean, that would say yes, you are. If
Yeah.
that's on your Apple Watch face, Ollie.
Yeah.
As much as we're alike, that, my friend.
That is dickish.
Yes. You need to sort that shit out and get it off
Put
your
yourself
watch.
straight into DB.
Absolutely, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. That is really just not okay. Like, I annoy myself by checking the app and looking out the window and going, well, this is fucking great.
Yeah.
But I'm not having it on my watch telling me what it's like now and what it's going to be like in 5 hours' time.
And she actually said to me, it's very reliable.
Well, it's obviously not.
No, it tells her what the weather's going to do.
Yeah, I know, but who wants to know in that much detail? That's not helpful,
Solly does.
is it?
It's because Solly is obsessed with going for a walk.
Well, I mean, again, that's very like me.
Very like you.
Yes. There's like another similarity there between.
To be honest, I think the reason that Solly and I get on so well is because she is so much like you. I think that is the reason.
The reasons.
Anyway, we're recording on a Friday today.
We're doing another record on a Friday because
I'm off work today, which is lovely.
Brilliant. And obviously, the reason for doing it today is because Monday's we've got another BH,
Definitely.
but it's also it is the 42nd birthday of Pat Shane's,
and I still haven't had the cameras from the 40th. Way!
Do you mean the photos? You don't want the cameras, do you?
The developed cameras from the 40th.
The photos.
The photos.
Right, I'll give them to you on Monday.
Photos.
You can have them on Monday and do what you want with.
Chuck them in my face.
I shall. I'm going to chuck them in your face and say, there's your fucking photos from your 40th fucking birthday. There. Have that.
Are you coming on Saturday night?
Yes.
Yes, Patty! Yes, Patty!
Now that I've been included.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've been, and obviously we won't go into detail on here because not everyone wants to / needs to know, but Patty had arranged a little birthday celebration to which I
we won't go on to detail. Hang on. This is like the whole no offence thing, or I'm not meaning to be horrible. We won't go into detail, but basically Patty arranged a whole birthday do for herself and didn't invite me. There's your fucking detail.
There's your detail.
Do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is? I had to think about this, and you're absolutely right. I apologised, and I should have thought of you. But I think, as we've talked about the new season that you're in, that is also strange for me.
What do you mean?
Because there would have been times where I would have invited you to stuff, and you maybe couldn't come, or because of the age of your children, or like I think there is a switch, isn't there, that we're both having to find a new pattern with.
No, I just think you fucked up.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, we're not going to go into detail.
Moving swiftly on.
Moving on.
I saw a funny thing. Wasn't from VBP, although I do have another VBP, but I saw this and it absolutely cracked me up. One of the worst things about human life is that every 18 months you have to call Sky and pretend that you're going to leave them until they find a magical offer which halves your bill, which apparently didn't exist when you first rang.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Well, Snedders bought this, didn't she, to Dickish Behaviour, where you have to do the dance that you're going to leave
Doing
with
the
a company.
dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do I have to do the dance?
Yes.
But
To get a
threaten
deal.
that I'm going to leave to get a deal. We all know what you're doing. Stop it. She actually said at the end of her message, stop it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, actually, talking about messages, we had the most amazing email in.
Oh.
I'm going to read it to you now. Hi both. Wanted to send you a message and say a big thank you for keeping me semi-sane over the last year. In April 2023, my husband was diagnosed with motor neurons disease, a diagnosis that devastated our family and changed our lives forever. He bravely fought and faced the changes in his mobility and speech with grace and humility. I couldn't have been prouder of him. I tried to remain strong for our 3 children and used humour a lot to explain things to them and help them to learn to live with how their dad was changing, almost daily. My car was my safe space. I would cry driving to and from work, then put my game face on at either end of the journey. Wednesday, though, was always completely different. Listening to you changed my journey and I was able to smile and laugh. Ruth, your laugh is contagious and always makes my day. And when Ange over explains to the last detail and goes off on the rant, the episode is all the better for it. My lovely gentle man lost his battle 363 days after his diagnosis on the 4th of April this year. Life without him is strange and unknown, and I'm trying to keep strong for our children as best I can. I 100% think that motor neurons disease belongs in the worst kind of dickish behaviour and has got on my shitting tits every day and always will. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to say never change and to let you know how much comfort I've taken from your crazy, amazing podcast. Lots of love, and please keep those giggles coming, Sara.
Oh my gosh, that's actually made me cry.
What a beautiful message. And like, I just, I've opened that and I cried when I first read it.
Yeah.
Because the thought that we
just make
in
a little bit of
some
difference.
aspect of her life on a Wednesday morning, she would get in the car and it would feel like a different journey for her.
Yeah. That has totally got me.
I know. It's so beautifully written as well, isn't it? It's so,
well,
yeah.
You know, it's so easy to just think that what we do for half an hour a week probably doesn't actually really make that big a difference to anyone. No. And you know, you do have times you think, you know, is it actually worth doing it anymore? I don't know whether you ever have those thoughts. Perhaps.
Oh yeah.
You know, you kind of think, I don't know.
What's the point?
It's not. Yeah. It's not really.
Does anybody really care?
Really care? Really listen? Does it really make any difference to anyone else apart from me?
Yeah.
And when you just hear messages like that, you know, even if it was only Sara that listened every week,
I know,
I would do it all every week for Sara. And that's just, you know, what an awful thing for her and her children to have to go through. I mean, Sara, honestly, my love. I don't know how you've managed life recently, but I'm so thankful that we have been able to kind of bring a little bit of light and laughter and distraction, I suppose, as well. I mean, the fact that that bit where she says about she sits in her car and then kind of has to switch to
her game face on,
you know, just
apart from on a Wednesday, like that was the bit that got me. It was like you could feel the sadness was palpable in what her car journeys were like, but then the fact that she says, but Wednesdays were always different. Like, I don't know. There's just this. Yeah. And I think, you know, motor neurons is something that is so forgotten about, you know, and I'm not saying it's, you know, it's not about illness top trumps, is it, or anything like that? But I think to watch somebody essentially lose their speech
deteriorate
and
in front of you.
every single day and get kind of locked into their own body really is
you just cannot imagine
that. And having to explain that to your children that their dad isn't what. But honestly, Sara, thank you for taking the time in amongst what has been obviously a very painful, difficult journey. Thank you for taking the time to write to this little corner of the podcast world that is tiny in comparison to
lots of others,
all the other podcasts that are out there. Thank you for choosing Finding the Funny to make your Wednesday journeys a bit better. Thank you for listening, and thank you for taking the time to send us that message, because I cried when I first read it, and that's why I didn't send it to you, Ange, because I knew that reading it to you would probably have more of a
totally
impact.
got me.
So
and we will continue, Sara, to bring you rants, bring you elongated stories, and Patty's amazing laugh week in, week out for the foreseeable. And hope
we've got you,
Sara, mate. We have got you in your car, in your kitchen, wherever you need us. We're there. Right, now we had a great Dickish behaviour in from.
Okay.
It started with C, is her handle, or his handle. And this person said, Dickish behaviour, people, in brackets, particularly older people, doing wheelies on push bikes.
That's very specific.
But very I saw someone just yesterday wheeling around Waitrose.
No.
Yes. I think this man...
Hang on a second. Hang on. Mum's doing the dishwasher. Can you hear it?
She stopped now.
Yeah.
Well, I can't hear it now. No, I can hear it. I can hear the bish bashing.
Mum! Margs! Margaret! You cannot do the dishwasher. Even with the door shut, we can hear you. Go upstairs, please.
For goodness sake.
For fuck's sake, man. We are a pro outlet. Did you not hear Sara's email? It was heart-wrenching.
We are a pro outlet.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Mom's little cameo.
Did she give you the birdie at the same time?
No, she just looked me bang in the eye and was like, fuck off.
Oh dear, classic logs.
Anyway,
back to your wheelies. Right, yeah.
Wheeling, what do you mean? Like, as
proper
on a bike?
Yes, bike, wheel, like, when they lift their front tyre
How
up.
old was this person?
I reckon he was about 25.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, I'm being deadly serious, because
doing wheelies
around Waitrose, because I remember thinking, what a prick. What are you doing at 25 wheeling around Waitrose? Get a life, get a job.
W-A-W. W-A-W. Wah.
Wah. Wah.
He is going wah.
Yeah.
Wheeling around Waitrose.
Wheeling, proper, full on. And like, where my Waitrose is.
Hang on. Right. Firstly, we need to backpedal. Backpedal.
Nice.
We need to backpedal here, because why is anyone riding a bike around Waitrose to start off with?
Well, it's
why are you on a bike?
Well, yeah, but where my Waitrose is? It's like all a sort of like pedestrianised area.
Yeah, but just leave your bike outside.
Well,
nobody needs to see you on a bike in.
But
Waitrose,
I think it's just
prick.
It's exactly. But I think for a lot of, and generally this is men/boys that do wheelies and shit, isn't it? I don't see many.
There's no 25-year-old girls out there doing their makeup and making their hair look good and then thinking, right, I'm going to go do some
wheelies.
I'm going to wah.
So I think there's a bit of things. This is a sort of level of showing off for men/boys.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm on a bike and look at this. Bang! Up the wheel comes. Woo! Look at me, just on one wheel. It's like when you see them going around like with their, just no hands on the handlebars.
That pisses me off.
I mean, it does slightly
impress you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because because,
especially if they're handsome.
well, yeah, I mean, that's just an
You
added
think,
boner, isn't it?
look at him.
Look at
He's
him.
got
He's,
no hands.
yeah, no
and
hands.
He's got a fit body.
And I sometimes go, how do you do that? How are they doing that?
Talking about fit bodies, do you know what I've realised? Obviously, I'm going to the gym.
You are gymming up. You've become a big
So
gym buddy.
you know, I love people watching in the gym.
Yes.
Like what people do.
Yeah.
And,
how they behave, how they strut.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the people when they're doing weights that really check themselves out in the mirror. Like Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance, you know, like doing all those poses like Stavros Flatley used to do. Stavros Flatley, man, they were incredible.
They were brilliant, yeah.
But all those like poses, you know, those like big poses, and you know, there's one particular guy, he absolutely loves looking at himself in the mirror. Oh my God, he's doing his weight. Anyway, what I've noticed that I find quite attractive in a man is people with big hair. I love a big quiff.
What?
Yeah. So like,
oh no.
You know Chris Taylor from Love Island? Do you know who
No,
that is?
I know who he is, and no.
That hair.
No.
Oh my God, I love it.
What? That? Yeah. No, that is weird, Pats.
That is straight up truth for me.
That is, well, it's straight up weird. That's what that is.
What I thought that dickish behaviour was going to be, which I think is also a dickish behaviour, is when older people do their food shop on a Saturday/Sunday. Fuck off, you're retired.
Go on a Wednesday afternoon.
I don't need to see you, 70-year-old, in Tesco, clogging it up on a Sunday. Why are you coming on a Sunday? I am single-handedly holding up the economy with the rest of my millennials, right? And you're here dicking around in Tesco.
Dicking around in the cheese aisle.
What is that about?
Maybe, I don't know though, because I wonder if for a lot of older people, it's like they know there's going to be lots of people there. And it's like a way
I don't care.
Wow.
I don't care.
Okay, Patty's coming in strong here.
Because I don't need to be stuck behind
What about Brian? Brian, you know, he doesn't have a lot going on in his life, and he thinks, you know, I'm going down Tesco on Saturday because I might see some people I know.
Go and play bowls. Go and join the bowls group, Ryan. Yeah?
Do you think you'll ever be one of those older people that goes to play bowls and shit?
No. I mean, maybe given my new fitness lifestyle, maybe I'll be well into bowls.
Yeah, you get into your sort of, you know, 60s, 70s and you think, I've got to keep my energy up, I've got to keep my fitness up, I'm going to go and join a bowls club.
I think I'll be a bridge player.
Because you can just
do you
sit
remember
down.
Do you remember when Dad got obsessed with bridge? That was weird, wasn't it? It's in like a bridge league.
Bridge club? Was he in a bridge club and shit?
Yeah, for like 2.5 years you'd play bridge Monday and Wednesday night in our dining room. Everyone would come round and be playing bridge.
I don't even know how you play bridge. What is bridge?
Stop saying bridge, it's weird. Anyway, yeah, that's what pisses me off. Old people that do their shopping on a Saturday/Sunday. Get out of my face. Come on a Thursday afternoon. You're retired. Yeah,
well,
you don't do anything in the week, yeah?
I feel for Brian and Frida. And I'm like, Brian and Frida, if you want to pop along on a Saturday, I'll have a chat with you down the cheese aisle.
That's because you do your food shop online. I've started doing my food shop to get my steps up. That is actually true. The last 2 Sundays, I've actually gone out to the supermarket to get my steps up.
That is one of the funniest things you've ever said. You are going food shopping to get your steps up.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really walk at a pace.
You can. Well, if Frida and Brian aren't there, you can.
Hence, I don't want them there when I'm doing the food shop.
Trying to get... Brian, get out of the way. I'm trying to get my fucking steps up, you prick.
Isn't prick a great word?
Yeah, great
word.
word.
It's a great word, that.
It's a great... But yeah, the wheelies... wheelies is a good one.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Just
Why
cut it out.
Why are you doing that? There's no need.
Yeah.
Just keep both wheels on the ground and ride.
Yeah.
Especially if you're over the age of 16.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
16 and over, you got to keep your wheels
be
down.
around Waitrose.
16 and under...
Yeah,
wheel
fine.
away.
If you want to do a little wheelie here and there, that's fine. But again, probably just keep that to the parks.
Yeah.
Because when they come at you down the bloody pavement or sort of pedestrianised
Yeah.
areas, and they're like, woo, wheel up, wheel up. You're like, fuck off. Go
I
to
tell
the
you what,
park.
you can't do wheelies on a scooter, can you? You can do those little jump things.
Yeah, the little bunny hop jumps and shit.
Yeah.
Again,
People get well
slightly
into
weird.
those. Yeah, slightly weird.
Mm.
Yeah, what about skateboards? What can you do on those? I suppose you can do like little jumps and shit
Yeah,
on
you can
that
do,
as well,
and they
can't
can like
you? Yeah.
flip them up and put them down
Yeah,
and get on them off
yeah.
and just do a lot of tricks and
Tricks.
shits.
A lot of tricks.
Tricks and shits down the skate park. Yeah. Right, now I have a tits. Okay. And this kind of correlates, great word,
Correlates
with
correlation station.
a previous tits I brought a while back. And this has come to fruition, to my attention, because BGT is back on our screens. Right. So the thing that's getting on my tits are acrobatics and people doing dangerous shit on the TV, but with the added layer of doing it shirtless.
This is very specific.
Very specific. I watched BGT, I don't know, it was last week or the week before, right?
I haven't watched any of it.
I mean, it's actually quite shit. It's actually the whole thing's getting on my nerves now. And the thing that really pisses me off as well, which I should have put in at the same time, but I didn't, but I'll bring it now, is that so many now of the people that end up on there that go through or get, the golden buzzer are people that have already got an element of success in a field. And they've obviously been pulled from the internet. Yeah. And they go, right, do you know what? You're a really good singer. Probably not quite getting the gigs you want. Get yourself on BGT. We'll put you through. We'll give you the golden buzzer. Bob is your uncle. Fanny is your aunt. But nobody is going to vote for you because those people get found out.
Right.
So
this is a Class A BGT rant.
It is.
Who are the judges? Cowell, Holden, Dixon, Bruno,
Tonioli. If you're going all surname, you went all
Tonioli. Isn't it Tonioli?
Tonioli.
Tonioli. Wait, Tonioli.
Bruno Tonioli.
What's he like, Tonioli?
Oh, he's actually quite. He can be a bit annoying because sometimes I feel exactly. Sometimes I think Tonioli wants it all to be about Tonioli. He doesn't give a shit about who's on the stage. He's there to flounce, to get up, to put his arms in the air, to talk in Italian, to go, everybody look at Tonioli. So he does get on my nerves a little bit.
I am dead. This started about a rant about acrobats doing stuff shirtless, and it's basically gone into a rant of I don't know why I'm watching BGT anymore because it's all about Tonioli and it's a crock of shit.
Yes, it is. It's one of those weird programs that I actually get annoyed watching it, but I weirdly want to watch it.
Well, it was like that singing one that we watched. That was what was that called? People that were being other people. It wasn't stars in their eyes, but
yeah, I know what
there was 3 of them on the stage.
Yeah,
that
all
one
came out as Ed Sheeran.
That well, yeah. we watched that together quite a lot, us lot.
Yeah,
and we'd be like, "This is so shit," but it's sort of addictive.
Really good. Yeah. Well, that's what you get with BGT, and it does give a lot of fodder. There's a lot of times I just think this is shit. I've got to talk about this.
Gives us a lot of podcast.
Yeah.
Fodder.
And the acrobatics. I mean, they pretend that they're going to fall. And you're like, I know you're not going to fall, Jeff. This is all part of the show. Oh, wibble, wobble, will he fall? No, he won't, will he? Because this is part of the thing. And
they're not going to put out on TV somebody getting really badly hurt.
And then they pan to the judges and you got, everyone's going,
Holden's
losing her shit because they might fall. Yeah. Alicia, hand through eyes. Tonioli standing up, waving his hand around.
Simon Cowell just counting his money.
Just literally thinking, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, just basically Simon the whole way through BGT is just thinking, grin and bank it, grin and bank it, grin and bank it, Simon. That's all that's going through his head.
And they do
Just
a lot
count
of this
the money.
now, like trying to set up shit. They'll have Dixon and Holden turning up at some boy's play at school, and they say, "Oh wow, we're here to tell you you've got to play something." It's just too.
Oh my god!
staged.
It sounds like Britain's Got Talent has met the Pride of Britain Awards, because that's what they do at the Pride of Britons. They turn up and say, "You've won a Pride." It's like they're trying to make people cry.
Yes. And I'm just like, I don't need to see this. I'm seeing right through what you're doing here.
Yeah. I'm seeing through you, Holden. I'm seeing through you, Tonioli.
Tonioli, yes.
Yeah, I didn't really like Tony Ollie on Strictly.
Yeah, he's
too much.
Yeah, he's just a bit. He's just like, Tony, mate, just sit. Tony, just gonna call him Tony now. Tony, just sit down.
Yeah, stop with the arm flouncing.
I think Dixon gets a bit pissed off with him.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I bet Dixon is like...
Yeah, you can tell. She's literally side-eyeing him. Like, sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck up.
Well, there's a reason Simon's the other end of the table.
Oh, 100%.
I tell you what, though, talking of Britain's Got Talent, I did fall down a bit, because, you know, Riverdance is sort of making a bit of a comeback.
Is it?
Apparently. I've heard...
Apparently.
So last night I fell down a Stavros Flatley hole.
Hence you brought them today.
Yeah,
Stavros.
because honestly, the first time they came out, the
brilliant.
dad and his like mocking of Michael Flatley with all of his poses at the front of the stage, and you think it's just him, and then on comes the little boy. And he's like going mental too, and he's like doing all the poses, and he does that wiggly dance and stuff. It is so funny.
It is brilliant. Yeah,
that
it's very good. That's your classic BGT. That
they didn't win. They came fourth.
That is poor. Who won that year then?
Diversity.
Oh, well, fair enough.
And I didn't know this, but Susan Boyle was in that year as well, and she came second.
No, Subo didn't win.
She came second to Diversity. That's what it said on Tinternet.
On Tinternet?
Let's have a look.
Subo.
Did Subo...
She might... I think that might be right, actually.
Yeah, I don't think she did win BGT. Susan Boyle did not win Britain's Got Talent. She came second in 2009, narrowly missing out to on the crown to Diversity.
Wow.
But that was a great year. You had Flatley in there, you had Diversity in there, you had Boyle in there.
Yeah.
I mean...
And see, that's the thing. It has just totally gone downhill from those days.
It has.
Those hedonistic BGT days are gone.
They are over.
They are over. And it's now just a little bit shit.
You know what they're going to have next, don't you?
What?
Jamie, 25, doing wheelies. He's going to come on and say, he's going to come on and say, I've learnt my talent in the local Waitrose.
Yeah.
I've been wheeling for 13 years.
And I do it all without my top on.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it, tits out.
Often I'll ride on with no hands on my handlebars.
You just watch.
It might get a little bit hairy in the middle, but don't worry, I'll not fall off.
No.
Here we go.
No, I'll just
Music
make it
starts.
I'll make it look like I'm going to fall, but I'm not really.
Do you know the ones that started to get on my tits on BGT? The dog ones.
Yeah.
Because that girl did it, and she was amazing with her dog. I can't remember what her name was, but she was incredible, wasn't she? And she got her dog like, basically dancing and stuff.
Yeah. Although, Pats, there is a woman this year that's been on already. She comes on with she starts it with one dog, then there's two, then there's five. Honestly.
See, that annoys me.
No, but it is actually very good.
Is it? Did she get them jumping through hoops and
Honestly, stuff? I can't remember her name.
Right. But I'm going to look it up on the YouTube.
Have a look on the YouTube, because sometimes I was a bit like that with the dogs. I'm like,
oh, dogs.
Do you know what? That girl did it. She was the best. You're not going to reach those standards. That's it. Forget it.
Yeah.
But this woman has come in strong, to be honest.
I like it when the dogs don't do it. When you get ones where the dogs just are like, nah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, bother today, actually. That hoop.
Yeah. And I don't want those treats. I hate those treats.
Yeah.
They taste like poo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here.
And
not going to do it.
I'm actually just going to be really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the dog ones do annoy me a bit.
I know what you mean.
Annoy me. The acro annoys me.
Yeah. Magicians, that was the one I bought previously. Magicians.
Yeah. And also, what about, I tell you what got massive at one point, like sword throwing and shit.
Yeah, fires and swords.
Fire eating, getting
Yeah.
into water and staying in water
Yeah.
for 3 hours.
Yes, it's all that shit. That you're just
Bringing that tank on. It's like, I'm going to get into this
Yes.
water. I'm going to chain myself. Am I going to die? No, because ITV couldn't put it out if you died. So you're going to break free.
Yes. And
There's
then
no
it's just
suspense.
a complete anticlimax,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Do it at home for your own enjoyment.
Get in your own bath and hold your breath.
Just lie under the water for 5
Yeah.
minutes and come
And
out and go,
everyone-
wow.
And your household can clap you.
Yes. Just get your wife up and say, just stand there and watch me in the bath. Beryl, I'm gonna do my thing now. Come up and watch me. You go under, you stay under there for 5 minutes, you come up and Beryl cheers you and jumps in the bath.
And Beryl throws some gold confetti because you've got the golden buzzer.
You're through, Brian. Oh dear. There we go.
Oh my God. Well, that feels like a very silly,
Oh yeah.
but very fun episode.
Brilliant. And that's, do you know what, Sara? That's for you.
That is for you.
That is for
That
you,
is for
Sara.
you, mate.
Patty's done some great laughs / almost bordering on about to vomit. Which obviously just adds to it, to be honest.
Will she die live on the podcast through
yeah.
her coughing?
Yeah, that would be a fun thing to try.
Let's try it. Also, has your phone been going mental today because of the news that's been announced? Oh, I can't imagine what it must be like to be Ruth and James.
Oh.
Flipping heck. For those of you that don't know, it's been announced today that there'll be a final episode of Gavin and Stacey on Christmas Day.
The final, the end.
Final
That's it.
one.
No more.
The finale.
And it's the amount of people message and have been like, Ange. I'm like, yeah, I know. And because obviously we have known for a while.
You can't
and
talk about it.
Don't say anything. We keep it all, stum, and then it comes out. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, we know, yeah.
Yeah, we already knew this.
Yeah.
You told us this like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
surprise.
But it is brilliant. It's so.
Although
it's so good.
somebody messaged me, sent me the picture, and said your brother needs to cut his fingernails.
No, they're Ruth's fingers.
No.
Yes. Holding the script.
That's
Ruth's hands. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, because that's not his wedding ring.
No,
you're right. Yeah.
Exactly. That's Ruth's nails. Hence,
that is Ruth's nails. Longer. Yeah, he wouldn't have fingernails like that.
No. James has no fingernails.
Yeah, he bites.
Yeah.
His. Yeah.
They're like little stumps.
Little stumpies.
Yeah.
But yeah, the secret is finally out.
It's
we
out.
can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can,
which is
coming.
actually so exciting because we never know, Pat. He never, other than us knowing that this was in the pipeline, he never says anything about the script,
when he's
about what's going to happen in it.
Oh, he's told us a couple of things. You obviously don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's told us when we went for afternoon tea at Harrods around Christmas. He told us a couple of stories.
See, that's
that
the
were
good thing with
really
me.
Funny. Yeah,
you can tell me and I'll forget anyway.
Yeah, she'll actually forget.
I actually won't have a clue.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's told us there are some funny bits of it. He has told us a couple of things.
Yeah. But yes,
so
it's exciting for us.
I can't imagine what it, and we'll be with him on Christmas.
I know,
Day
that's what I was thinking.
That's so cool, and they'll be in their new house.
Yeah, and because we were with him for the last,
with
one
Ruth
they did
Jones.
with Ruth. Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe she'll join as well.
Maybe she'll join.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll join.
Oh, exciting.
Anyway,
yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
We hope you have a wonderful week. Remember, there's loads of ways you can get in touch with Ange and I. You can find us both on Instagram. I'm at Ruth_Gordon. Ange is at Ange Gordon.
And you can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Or you can send us an email, findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. But Ange and I will be back next week helping you to find more of the funny.